Well, that was Oregon. And when you look now at Oregon against Ohio State,
Oh, David and Goliath.
I don't think anybody saw this matchup coming. Let's break it down and the advantages that we see at quarterback. Oh, it's simple to say it's Marcus Mariota because he won the Heisman Trophy.
Oh, goodness.
Wait a second, we're seeing a machine, a monster, as I like to call him, in Cardale Jones. Whereas this kid was highly recruited. He stepped right in, Timothy, as you said, the Big Ten Championship and had no problems. Is it as easy to say advantage Ducks, or is the advantage maybe not as big as we think?
It's not as big as you think it is just because of the confidence factor. Timmy, you know it, and we said it, we used it in several of our analyses regarding players who are young, who are just getting into a position. It's their first time there. If you got confidence, you forget sometimes to be nervous. If you have confidence, you forget that you're not supposed to be this good. If you have confidence, you forget that most quarterbacks can't make this throw you're about to make. Cardale Jones has all the confidence in the world. His coach, his teammates, even the media now, we're starting to give it to him as a guy who stepped onto the scene, following Braxton Miller, following J.T. Barrett, and showing us that, hey, I play quarterback too for Ohio State.
Well, I came here to play football, not to study.
Exactly.
and
he showed us that he's right. He showed us he's absolutely right.
Football.
Yeah, this matchup is just it's mind-boggling to think because Ohio State is clearly the hottest team in the country. You know, they knocked off Wisconsin, embarrassed them in the Big Ten championship game. What does Wisconsin do? They go out and knock off Auburn. Then they knocked off Alabama.
Makes that win
We're talking
better.
about the gold standard. Now, Oregon beat up on Florida State. And a lot of people suspected that because Florida State, so many games this year.
So close.
They barely scrape on
That
by.
game was close in the third quarter. It's a 5-point game. The third quarter, midway through.
I think it's advantage in that individual matchup, Mariota versus
Cardale Jones.
Yeah, then it's obviously edge Mariota.
Yeah.
But not a huge,
Is that not as
overwhelming
big as
edge.
people
Yes,
think
it
it
is. It's overwhelming.
it is overwhelming.
Wow.
I don't see it as overwhelming. I keep looking at the kick. I'm looking at it like Ovi right now where I'm going, this kid's a monster. He doesn't know better. He's thrown into the Big Ten Championship. They win by 80 points.
If
They throw him
Mariota's
into
a
this
10,
game,
all right, he won the Heisman. On a scale of 1 to 10, if he's a 10, what do you think Cardale Jones is?
8.
7.5.
Really that
Oh,
high?
did you see the
Right
plays
now,
he's making
with
tonight?
the games
The
he had in
running?
Wisconsin and against Alabama, a Nick Saban and Kirby Smart-led Alabama defense
Yes!
is the one that this guy, Cardale Jones, third-string quarterback, just shredded.
He's throwing bombs. He's running dual threat like Mariota. I don't know that it's a huge advantage. It's advantage.
Nick Saban has made quarterbacks who've been starting the whole year look like a shell of themselves. So for Cardale Jones to have this type of game on this stage is a huge for him.
No doubt. We're going to break down this game more. We'll get into some of the other skill sets later on. And also, the coaches, because you're on record here with Urban Meyer, and I think it's a great point. What he's done this year with 3 different quarterbacks is stunning that he's playing for the national championship. They're wearing shirts right now that say won, W-O-N, not done. So they have another game to play. I just don't think anybody, myself included, and Urban Meyer has to be having the last laugh at the expense of the SEC once again.
Oh, he's smiling.
Where he was running it with Florida,
He's smiling.
and now he goes to Ohio State, and he beats the SEC power and legend.
What happened in the college football playoff a year? Because the SEC, the powerhouse of college football, is struggling, losing more games than they're winning.
Yeah, probably not a great time to start maybe a network that says
How about,
SEC.
how about that?
Probably not a
The
great
first
time
year
for
of
the
that
SEC
network. The
network.
first year of that network, and they